Hi everyone. So in this lecture, we'll go over and see how GXWorks 3 compares to its predecessors GXWorks 2 and GX Developer. We will start from GX Developer and climb up. So when you open up GX Developer, this is kind of the window you get, and as you can see how all the icons are spaced out and they're like spread out. And when you click on a new project, it tells you to pick a PLC, and you have an option to pick labels and not pick a label, and when you click on OK, it's going to create a project. Now we got to give it a second. This is a slower application. We'll move over this window, and here you can see there's a program, main, parameters, device memory, and the initial memory. And you can add multiple programs, give it a different name, and do all that good stuff. Also up here you can see there are a couple of shortcuts listed for different commands and things like that, and you have an online mode where you can transfer back and forth with the PLC. You can convert your program, basically compile it here, and there are a couple of diagnostic tools with it. And I don't believe you get any kind of simulation package with GX Developer. So yeah, that's how GX Developer looks like. Now we'll go to GXWorks 2, which has a lot more modern window, and the icons and stuff is more scaled to the 1080p resolution. So in this one, the upper main menu bar stays the same kind of. There is not a lot of differences. And when you click on new, it has the same options where you can pick your project type, being simple or structured, what kind of PLC you have, type of PLC, and the language. And see, it has a little check mark saying, hey, if you want to use labels, you can select that. So we'll leave that unchecked and say OK, and it's going to create the project. Also, the nice thing about GX Works 2 is that you can tile your windows and basically put them wherever you want. It hovers up and gives you multiple options where you want to stick it on the screen. I usually leave my cross-reference down here, project, user library, and connection. They have three main tabs. Project is where a project stays. Connection is how you would connect to the PLC. And the good thing about GXWorks 2 is it has a pretty powerful simulator. So all you have to do is you have a program, you can go to tools, hold on, yeah, my bad, debug, and click on start stop simulation, and it would open up a simulator and load the program, and you're good to go. It's running. I mean, we are looking at a live PLC scanning right now. So that's how easy it is. And if you see up here on the right corner, it says 100 milliseconds. That is your scan time. So yeah, that's how GXWorks 2 looks like. Now we'll go look at GXWorks 3. So this is the environment for GXWorks 3. Now you can clearly tell this looks a lot similar to GXWorks 2 minus the color scheme they used and all that stuff. And the menu also is basically the same except the recording function, which the other ones didn't have. And now if you go click on new, you have the same stuff. You need to pick up your CPU series. It can also program Q series PLCs in Q mode. Then you pick type of CPU you have. It has a lot more options. Programming language can be ladder, structured text, function block, or just leave it to anything. I usually leave it to ladder. Here you would wait for it to create a project, and we should have a project up here in no time. Now in GXWorks 2, you can use labels, you can stay away from labels, all that happy stuff, and it does give you a bunch of more options which are not typical with the other old applications though. So I mean, we are in the project right now. It has a main program called program body, and see how it has an option for local label. It's similar to Rockwell family where you have an option for local labels here. And we'll go in more in depth on the next tutorial on what everything is, what are all the options, and how you set up your first PLC. So But that's how GX Works 3 looks like. It's a lot more modern. You have all your elements, functions, and function blocks on the right side, and you can drag things up and down, find stuff, and you can put up a watch window, click on the docking option under view, and there's a cross reference. So you bring that, and we can drag and drop it basically right here and get rid of that. This is how you would cross-reference. It has a couple of other functionalities where you can auto cross-reference when you click. That's pretty neat. So yeah, we'll go over all the stuff in the next tutorial in depth. So that's right here. We will end the comparison between all three applications. See you in the next lecture.